Crystal deGregory is with us, a professor who was born in the Bahamas, now serves as the director of the Atwood Institute for Race Education and the Democratic Ideal at Kentucky State University. She's joining us from Freeport in Grand Bahama. Also in Freeport, Sam Teicher, the founder and chief reef officer for Coral Vita, which is based in Freeport, Grand Bahama. We welcome you both to Democracy Now! Under these severe conditions. I wanted to start with Crystal deGregory. You are Bahamian. You were just visiting your family when the hurricane made landfall. Can you describe the scene and what's happened to your family there?
It is devastating. The toll of the hurricane is truly indescribable and unprecedented. Much of the island is under flood water. Professionals and deputized citizens alike are still out in the field attempting to rescue those in distress. And again, it's just pretty mind-boggling because this is not supposed to happen to these areas. These are inner community, they are suburbs, if you will, not sea-facing properties, and so we really otherwise thought them to be safe.
What happened to your sister and her family?
Yeah, it was just crazy. The call came in that, the water was rising. It was soon to be at their step. And then the next call came in that their neighbor's house had taken in substantial water, that they had sought refuge with my sister, but that the waters in her house were also rising several feet really quickly, almost at once. It was like flash flooding. It was, virtually dry or just relatively wet, and then they were just flooded. And I tried to no avail to use every resource of social media and the public and people actually in the United States calling back into the Bahamas to try and get them some recourse. But again, they needed a boat. I mean, no truck was big enough, tall enough to wade through waters which were anywhere from waist deep to chest high. And so they had to wade through those waters themselves and sought refuge with a neighbor, which is where they bunkered down, some 20 of them, Sunday or Monday night. I don't even know what day it is, so I don't even know what day that was, unfortunately.
We're also joined by Sam Teicher, the founder and chief reef officer for Coral Vita. Could you talk about your experience during the storm and in the aftermath, now that the storm has passed, what's been the government recovery or rescue operation?
Yeah, thanks for having us sharing this story. The Bahamian people really are going to need a lot of help. I was very fortunate to be located on the south side of the island. I was on a canal system, so we were definitely worried about storm surge, but we were in a strong house and were able to weather it. We had a few friends hunkering down with us. Couldn't really venture outside for most of the storm. It was relentless, nonstop wind, rain, but I somehow one that had hundreds of people in it, and constantly getting videos, seeing flooding across the island, hearing stories of people fleeing into attics and often into roofs, and being, fortunate here to not have to deal with that, but also being trapped and not being able to help. That is now the sort of focus is rescue. Once we were able to, we had a pickup truck and we had some supplies, power tools. So my friends Joe and Luke, yesterday we went out. We delivered fuel to teams that had been lent jet skis that were being used for rescue operations. There's definitely a shortage when it comes to fuel, water, food, medical supplies, diapers, hygienic products. As soon as I get off the phone here, actually, I'm going to go back out with Joe and Luke there right now, trying to get a family we couldn't get to last night that has a small kid who have been trapped on the north side of the island, kind of near the airport. So it's, from what I've seen now that the storm has passed, we've been out there, as Crystal was saying, it's utter devastation, and Bahamians, people are really resilient and incredible, but they really need help from the outside world now.